Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. I am Leanne. Hugs. Okay, today we're going to talk about books, but one specific book. So me and my friends, I think about a month or so ago, we binged most of them. We didn't really watch, we binged all the Bridgertons on Netflix. We really enjoyed this series except for the third one. We won't get into that. And then we decided we'd read the books. So we've all just finished, except for one of us who hasn't even started, but finished The Duke and I. So this lovely book. So that's The Duke, or also known as Simon, and that's Daphne. And comparing it to the series, there's a lot that is different. Like, the book mostly rotates around just the Duke and Daphne, where the series will go into, say, everyone like Anthony, his mistress girl that he had, the opera singer. It went into Colin, it went into all the Featheringtons. It went into everyone, which was really, really good in the series. But I really have enjoyed just learning about Simon and Daphne in this book, and if you're really into sort of spicy stuff, this is really good, because then you actually like read about their thoughts and what they're feeling, and you get to know them more in personal and intimately, which is really, really good. But compared to the series on Netflix, they did a really good job with this one anyway. And I would highly recommend, if you haven't watched Bridgerton on Netflix, to go watch it. But first I'd go read the book before you do that, seriously. So that is this. So when she was in the garden with Berbrook, yeah, it's more detailed, and it goes into like her thoughts and everything. And like when she was alone in the garden at one point with Simon, like something like they started kissing, but in the series it was just kissing, right? But in this one it went more intimate, more like they'd already started taking off their clothes, and it was very, very intense scene to read. And then when Anthony came into it, in that scene, like in the show, he just punched Simon and demanded he marry his sister. But in this one, it was like a full-on punch-on, to the point where Daphne had fallen into like a thorn bush and gotten hurt from their squirrel. So yeah, I do highly recommend that you sit there, you read, you watch, and grab popcorn and enjoy. Now this book I ordered in China on Taobao. It is very beautiful, but the illustrations in this book is very different to, say, the book I got in Australia when I went back home for the summer holiday. So I'll show you what I mean with the Viscount one. So this is the one I've just started to read, as you can see. This is the Viscount Who Loved Me. So when I say like illustration is completely different, like it's got like the author's name and then the title of the book as well. It is beautifully done. Let's see if I can find. And like for the chapter, it has this beautiful like vine, and then a beautiful cursive writing for chapter. It is beautifully done, I do have to say. And I'll show you what I mean by why I say it's very different. Because if you go to chapter 2 on this book, it's just very plain and ordinary. But that is fine. Like, either way, it's a good book. I highly recommend you to watch and enjoy. Lady Whistledown in this one, you don't really hear much of Lady Whistledown as you would hear in the series, which is fine. I would recommend reading the book, only because there's things in the book that you'd read about Daphne and Simon that you wouldn't get in the TV series. But I do have to say it's one of my favorite books to read. I have quite a few books I enjoy reading, and now this one has made it on the list of books I'm reading, enjoy reading, more to the point. And so far with this one, it's a lot thicker, this book, to The Duke and I, which is fine. So far it's really good. I'm really enjoying it. It's just going into more of a detail about, well, for the first few pages, about when his father died. So he was only 18, he was just about to go off to Oxford, and then he walks into his family estate, finds his sister Daphne, that's the girl on the cover here, in the middle of the floor crying, and then, you know, she informed him that their father had died. And then obviously Anthony's in denial because, you know, only older people die, not, you know, young people, sort of thing, was his reaction. And it was very interesting from his, like, what they showed on the show to what I've read in here so far. So if you want to know more about this book, like and subscribe. And if you've read The Duke and I, let me know what no, I can't talk. What was your favorite part in this book? Because mine, I would have to say, was the intimate part between the Duke and Daphne in the garden was definitely my favorite. It was very good. Okay guys, I'm gonna let you go. Bye bye. Sorry, it's only a short video today because it was just a review. There's no point on extending it to be like an hour, like a 30-minute video. I'm not gonna waste people's time. It's just a book review, but I do recommend. All right, bye guys. See you next time.